The Snorter token is entering its final phase. We just have under 30 days now to get into this Snorter presale. If you are interested, of course, not financial advice. You need to be making your own decisions, all of that type of good stuff. But the Snorter token is a token that is actually working on essentially building trading, sniping, and all of these different kind of trading tools within a natural type of app and wallet type of situation. If you are interested, that is of course what the Snorter token is trying to build. They're trying to mix kind of a combo of memes and utilities, which I do think is quite interesting. We will be checking that out in a second. I did just want to make it very clear though that this is a sponsored video. They have paid me to talk about their Snorter token, and of course you can do with that what you will, but I do think that we have seen some of these pre-sales do quite well recently, so there is always that possibility that we could see this one do well. But again, you just never know for sure. You are essentially kind of paying a price that the market has not vetted yet, and that price could be really, really low, or it could be potentially higher than than what the market is currently valuing it at. But overall, right now, what we are seeing is a lot of proof that Snorter is it's at least being valued decently by the market right now, right? Because we can see over $4 million raised so far with only 26 days left in the pre-sale. It is about 10 cents per Snorter token. So, I mean, you can see kind of that there's potential upside here. We're going to be looking at a launched price at somewhere around $8 million in market cap. This is not particularly large for a crypto token, so there is plenty of upside. Seeing something like $1 is entirely possible, at a market cap like this. So again, we'll have to see. Nobody knows for sure, and only time will tell. But I wanted to show you a little bit more about the details of what we've got here. But if you are interested, of course, you can buy with Solana, you can buy with Card, or you can buy with crypto. If you are looking to get into this pre-sale, again, this is the last chance. After this hits zero, there is no more time. The price does not, essentially the price has continued to elevate to a point where it's kind of capped out. And then now you just have the 26 days left. Once that's over, it is over. So moving along, I want to show you kind of what it does and kind of, the use case of it. You can see here, this is essentially built to trade meme coins in the Solana ecosystem. It's got the lowest fees on Solana. It's got the fastest execution. It's got exclusive access to new tokens and front running and MEV protection. So really got a whole bunch of different things to help you kind of trade within the Solana ecosystem. You can see here automated sniping, honeypot protection, honeypot detection, rug pull protection, copy trading, fast and secure swaps, a whole bunch of different stuff. And there is, of course, a comparison here between some of the bigger ones like Banana Gun and Bonk Bot and the Soul Trading Bot, a whole bunch of different types of stuff. You can see here that the Snorter bot does kind of do better on all things. Most importantly, the snortability, which is kind of interesting or funny, but you can see here on the Snorter Roadmap kind of what they're looking to do here. So first off is development, then they're looking for the token launch. And then after that, they're going to be looking to go multi-chain, EVM chains specifically, and then expanding the bot with like trading algorithms and DeFi partnerships and all of that type of stuff. So that's what we are looking at right here. You can see for the Snortenomics, they've got 25% going to product development, 20% going to marketing, 20% to exchange liquidity, 10% to community rewards, 10% to airdrops, 10% to treasury, and then 5% to staking rewards. And that is kind of how it is broken down, with a total max supply of 500 million Snorter tokens going out. So launching currently on Ethereum, which is kind of interesting given that they're building in the Solana ecosystem. But of course, as you can see, they are looking to go multi-chain here. So you can buy with either Solana or ETH, but the token itself will be on the ETH ecosystem. So the other thing I want to take a quick look at here is staking. As we have mentioned several times before with this Snorter video, because this is not the first time we have talked about the Snorter token, you can see that you can go in here and stake, and there is rewards based on kind of your staking amount. So you can see is estimated about 116% per year. Again, this goes down the more people stake. So, as more people stake, you should expect to see that go down, because essentially what is going on is you get 9.51 per ETH block. And then that is, of course, kind of split by everybody staking. So, the more you have staked, the larger piece of this you're going to get. So that's generally how that works. But overall, you can see we are getting into the final stages of this pre-sale. So if you are interested, very likely you should not be delaying here because it is going to be over inside of a month. So if you are interested, of course, feel free. I will have that link in the description. You can go through, click it through to the Snorter token site, and you can go ahead and buy your Snorter tokens there. The last thing I did want to take a look at here really quick is just the Snorter X account. You can see it has been growing a decent bit, continuing to get more followers, and then you can see they have officially started the countdown here as well. This just happened about a couple of days back here when they essentially put the final timer on. Only 20 days left before the door slams shut. So if you are interested, of course, like I said, would not be delaying here. Hopefully you did find the information in this video useful. If you did, of course, a like and a subscribe does help. And then also I'd love to hear any comments that you have regarding this project or just your general thoughts on, what do you think the Snorter token will do? How do you think it will do? Are you interested to try this Snorter bot? There's a whole bunch of different things that they are building in this ecosystem. So I'd love to hear your thoughts. So thanks for tuning in. Let me know your thoughts, and we'll see you in the next one.